Welcome to Small Town Podcast, episode 15, coming your way, baby.
All right, where is it really 15?
Is it really
Is
episode
it really
15?
Yes,
15?
Yeah.
it is really episode
Wow.
15. Sorry, y'all. for
Golly.
That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that worked.
We made it this far without getting canceled. Maybe this will be the episode we cross some lines, but I don't know.
LOL.
Future holds what the future holds. So
We'll have to.
we'll have to see what happens.
Wow.
Anyways.
How was everybody's week?
It's a great one.
Yeah, it's going great.
Is it going good?
Fantastic.
Wow.
Splendid.
Janae, would you like to start us out with a story?
Okay. I don't really have a story, but I definitely have something I've realized, and that is what causes me road rage. Can anybody take a guess on what causes me road rage? Figured it out.
Slow driver.
No.
Not using your turn
Negative.
signal.
Negative. Doesn't even have to deal with the car, technically.
Person on their phone.
No. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Please do.
Horse and buggies and tractors. No lie.
Wow.
What do you have against the
You
Amish?
call yourself
Nothing.
a small town
No.
girl and
No.
you hate the small town stuff.
No. It just is like when you're in a rush, and it always happens when you're in a rush. You
Well,
don't just get one or the other. You get both.
Leave
You
on
get-
time.
yeah,
But
exactly.
that's no. It doesn't even matter. Like if I even leave, like whenever, like before. It's just like the fact that like you're trying to get somewhere, and okay, I'm just saying my hot take. That's all. Just my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you're-
love them. Love farmers. Totally support farmers.
Yeah.
Support local farmers for sure.
But
Trent.
somehow they're always there when you don't want them to
Doesn't
be.
sound like
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
You're
well,
like one in a billion person. You're like the city slicker that comes back and you're like, oh my goodness, this is why I left small
this is
town.
not why I would leave. I love them. I support them. I literally get eggs all the time from our Amish lady. So not our Amish lady, but our neighbor.
Mennonite. They're not Amish. They're Mennonite.
Big difference.
Oh dang it! Those ones are not the ones down here.
Are they listening?
They're Amish down there.
Shut them out.
Yeah, they're Amish down there.
They're Amish. I doubt they are.
Are they Mennonite? Because then
Honestly-
they'll be listening. Let's
Well,
see.
if they're Amish, they'd be listening too. Let's be real.
True.
They know how to get around the loopholes.
Anyway, yeah, no, it's just that was my hot take. It's not that it's not road rage. I should not say it and identify it as a road rage, but it
No.
definitely is like,
Yeah.
man.
No,
That
like,
is nowhere near
I-
road rage.
No, I like agree because like I'm not from around this area, so like I don't have horse and buggies on my roads. I only have tractors, but I understand tractors because
You're a farmer.
daughter. Like I grew up like that. So like it's good that I'm not gonna have to come up here very often
See, I think
anymore if when we get married because
specifically
don't have to deal with them.
when it's like around a turn and you can't see,
Oh,
or it's like over
yeah.
heel.
Yeah, well, Amish, like, that's, like, so, like, dangerous because there's so many
Yeah.
accidents. And, like, I feel like, I'm not even that bad of a driver, I feel like. But I still feel like, I would probably run into them because some of them do not care.
Right.
Like, the bike riders,
No.
they don't care.
See, the thing that ticks me off is like the kids, or even like the adults too, when they're on the bikes and instead of single
it's the
file,
bikes.
they're to the yellow line.
Yeah.
And then when you're
See,
behind
that's
them,
annoying.
when you're behind them and they hear you, you know what they do? They do this.
Yeah.
They just want
And
to
then
check
they
it
just
out.
stare at you and it's like,
Yeah.
move over or I will run you over. Okay, not literally, because I don't want to go to jail. But you know what I mean. Like,
Or get
just,
canceled.
yeah, that too. Like, don't hog up the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when they're like, just like, it's when they like know you're behind them and it's like, all right, I want to get around you. Like, you don't need to all be out to the yellow line. Get in a single line, ride your bikes.
No, exactly.
Once I passed, and if you want to do it, whatever. But like, get over. You know how people, when they walk, if they're walking, you know, like a husband and a wife, the husband's on the outside and then they see a car coming. Like sometimes
Single file.
Husbands on the outside or the inside here? What do you define
say
the
outside.
outside?
The
outside as
outside
closest to the road.
Okay.
And then, like-
I would call that the inside because you're kind of on the white line
Yeah.
inside and then
Okay. Yeah.
But okay.
Same difference,
And
whatever.
as long as we know the guy
Yeah.
is going to attempt to stop the car moving before it hits the wife,
Yeah.
we're good. Because I mean, it's just a common courtesy. Like,
Stop,
be
car.
able-
Yeah.
You
be able-
better stop.
push her out of the way and take the hit, gentlemen.
I'm the
That's all we're
husband,
saying.
and you better listen to me.
Well, and more in theory, it's push the woman out of the way so she doesn't get hit, and then take the hit for her. That's
Get
that's
away,
really what it
woman.
is.
Be gone, woman. Cars, stop. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, good
Yeah.
good hot take, Janae.
Okay.
On the line of cars, yesterday was so nice. I washed my
Yes.
car, and so I go outside, and my dad's working in the garage, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna wash my car." Wink, wink. It means, "Hey, I want you to take over this in about an hour whenever I get tired of it." Which honestly, I've cracked the code, and I've learned that when my dad's outside, that's the best time to start doing outside things, because then he'll take it over, and he wants to do it his right way.
Yeah.
So I got about 75% done washing the outside of my car. And then he was like, "Hey, I got this new wax stuff. Do you want to see how it works?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, give it a shot." So he starts doing all that. He's like, "Wait, you missed a spot." I was like, "Oh, here's the scrubber thing." He takes it, takes over. I get my nice little vacuum. I'm in the inside of the car, just vacuuming it up and folding blankets and everything. And then I was like, "Hey, I'm kind of tired now. I'm gonna go inside." He's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm almost done with your other tire, and I'll be done here in a couple of minutes." I was like, "Cool, you want me to clean up?" He's like, "No, I got it." And I'm like, "Cool, I'm gonna go inside." Dude, I just dusted my hands off and walked away, and that car is spotless today. Whenever I walked outside, it looked nice.
I
So
love that.
There
You're
you
gonna have
go.
to figure out a new way to
Yeah,
work
'cause
that
now you-
because you just exposed yourself.
Yeah.
hey, Dad, fast forward whenever you get to a couple
Cut.
minutes in here.
Take two.
We'll put a little disclaimer in there, like, "Steve Kamut, please
listen.
fast forward." No, I mean, as much as I love cleaning my car. Like, I've even had Janae come over and be like, "Hey, I'm washing my car. I'll do yours inside, outside, scrub the tires." And
You never asked me to do that.
you live so far away, and you complain about driving all the way up here. So I'm not gonna ask you to drive all the way up here.
Wait, time
All
out. Important question.
What?
What kind of scrubber do you use to clean your car?
You mean like the brush thing,
She doesn't know.
or
Do you use a brush?
I don't use like a. I use whatever my dad's got.
What's he
She
have?
doesn't
Dude,
know.
I don't know the name of it.
It's not a brush though, right? Or is it a brush?
It's got bristles. Why?
No, it's not.
It's really soft.
It does have bristles though.
It's not like hard bristles. It's
No,
like
But they're
it's
soft?
super soft bristles.
Does it kind of look like a? But
Like-
still, it has bristles.
Worm almost type thing.
No, they're like, it's kind of like a brush, but they're really soft brush bristles.
So you don't use like a sponge.
No.
It's not
I
like a
don't use a sponge.
microfiber sponge, is it?
No, I use that to get the details, though. I go
no.
over the whole thing and I brush it, and then I use the microfiber cloth to get like the smudges off the front.
Grant,
no.
hold on. Grant, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Hold
I
on,
just started
hold on.
something.
No, Grant, I have a hard time believing Steve doesn't have that though. So Steve might use it, she just may not. I have a hard time believing that.
You now, if you use like one of those like soft brushes, you now have 1,000, probably not 1,000, millions of mini
Millions.
paint swirl scratches in your paint from the brush bristles.
No, because
If you don't believe me, my truck had it
you mean
because
like
my
the
friend.
the swirls, like
Yep.
after it dries,
Mm,
I use a leaf blower and I dry my car after I
No.
wash it,
No.
so it doesn't get the swirls all over it.
no,
The
no,
water's
it's
blown
like
off of it.
no,
No,
like
it's-
it. No, it's
need
not
like a-
water swirls. I'm talking like it's actually in the paint. Like it's like microfiber paint scratches.
We'll go take a look after
Right.
this because I.
Oh, you best
guarantee-
believe I'll find them.
We've been using this brush for years, and there's.
I never knew
not
this
any
either until
things
my
in it.
friend Blake told me.
Can you
He's
see
like,
them?
yes, I could see it in my truck. And then once I saw it, I was
Dude,
like,
I
that's
promise.
is unfortunate.
I promise you can't see them. I'll have to.
You probably
show
don't look close enough. You gotta look at it like this. You gotta go
So what should you wash your car with?
microfiber.
Fiber sponge.
Mm-hmm.
A sponge.
And then use a
So what
chamois
if
to
you-
chamois it off.
Yeah,
And
what
then
if
if you're
you
gonna
use,
wax
like,
it, use microfiber towels.
What if you use a cloth when to wash it?
Microfiber? It's-
I mean, I guess you could use a microfiber towel. I've never seen anybody use that, but I guess you
Mm.
could.
Yeah.
I have like microfiber hand sponges.
Yeah, I know what you have.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, sounds bad, but I mean, now that I have my car, not my truck, it's just kind of like take it through the car wash once every 3 months.
Yikes. I only do the car wash when it's the winter, but I wash it by hand when it's nice out. And we
Mm.
talked about that during the
yeah,
our favorite things about
yeah.
spring.
Yeah.
We talked about washing your car, so. But yeah,
Okay.
there's my trick. If you ever get tired, just kind of be like, "Hey, Dad, you got any good wax in your garage?" And he'll show you the way.
He knows
Take
the
a
way.
little thing. He does. So yeah,
That's fun.
All right, I'm going to scoot over towards Janae because I don't want to get punched after I say my hot take.
Oh my gosh. Then should you say it?
Yes, because I'll explain myself
I'm
then.
gonna scooch a little closer to Grant now. See what happens.
I
when
hate
we talk.
engineers.
Oh.
I believe you.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything. I've been through this one
You
before.
gotta explain yourself. That's
Yeah.
not a good
Go ahead.
Okay.
explain
Go on.
yourself.
Sydney's
Sure.
a different engineer, so like I
Sure,
necessarily don't have a problem with her line of
Disclaimer.
engineers or
Now
whatever.
he's starting to caveat.
Well, no.
And this
He's like,
person's an
she's
engineer.
not-
They're
Leader.
different. Oh, and this person who I know is an engineer. They're different.
And she's fine because her name starts with an S, and actually, engineers that have a name that starts with an S, then they're fine. And actually, and
You're not an electrical engineer, so I really can't
Sure,
have
sure.
any beef with you.
I do a little bit of electrical.
Not kind of what I
but
do,
Not
so.
yeah, not your part.
Yeah, no.
Tell us why. I'm
Oh, they're
confused.
so freaking stupid.
Well, they're not. It's not that they're stupid. It's. Is this the theory?
Yes, it
of,
is.
No. Is this the theory of they know how it should work, but in reality, it doesn't actually work that way type thing? Like in theory, yes, you're right. Like if you put this in this, we have this happen at work all the time where engineers will design something, which in theory works, but operationally is 10 times more complex than what you're actually doing. So we say no.
Yeah,
type
probably.
thing. Yeah. It happens,
Like-
happens all the time.
like little context clues, okay? So when you have pipe, as an electrician, you run pipe, you have to pull wire through the pipe. There is solid wire, which is just solid, straight solid, no strands, no nothing. And then there is stranded wire, so it's a bunch of little strands that make up the wire. So say, for example, 12 gauge, there will be so many strands that make up the 12 gauge wire to be the same as 12 gauge solid wire. Stranded, since it's a bunch of wires, I guess braided together or whatever, is extremely flexible. Solid, hence the name, solid. You can bend it, but it ain't what you want to pull through a pipe. So I was on a job one time. I mean, this was a long time ago. And it made me think of this today when I was at work and like I was messing with like a demo box. So like I was putting wires in a box and there was one solid wire coming out of that pipe. And I was like, this freaking idiot. Now, I don't know, probably wasn't an engineer. It was just probably some dumb electrician that did that one. But like there was a job where literally we were pulling solid wire in a new warehouse. And I said, why are we pulling solid wire? They go, that's what's the engineer spec. And I was like, what a freaking idiot. A new build and you spec solid wire to go through all the pipes. You just
Dang.
make us want to all like quit our jobs.
I have to say that was one of the things. So I have had a lot of different jobs. One was working with electricians, and everywhere I went, they were all like, "Oh, like what are you in school for?" And I was like, "Engineering," and they're like, "Take notes because you're going to be an awful engineer if you don't know what the real world is like."
Bingo.
And so I've taken every opportunity I have with every job I have to learn, oh, okay, this is how it actually is going to be made. And I've also had the other side where I'm doing the work that the engineers do. And I'm like, dang, this guy was an idiot. Like he should have known that it can't be cut like this or this needs whatever it is. You have to know both sides to be a decent engineer.
I was talking with some guys from the porch. I forget their names. I think they only came to it like one time though. And it was last year, right after they graduated from Penn State, but they went for electrical engineering. So I was like, oh, like what did they teach you guys? And they go, they taught us how to use this. And I was like, what? I was like,
What do they
what?
mean?
I guess like how to like, I don't know, like look at drawings or whatever stuff on here. But like they both, it was either one of them or both of them. Like they worked with an electrical contractor though over the summers when they didn't have school. So like, we know electrical. I was like, you
Thank
guys
goodness.
are on the right path.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my hot take. So if you're an engineer,
I'm on
Comment-
Grant's side with
comment
this.
below,
If
though.
you're an engineer, get out there and get your hands dirty
because I hear it all the time with
you're
not
gonna know
only
squat.
electrical engineers, but just like other stuff in general. Because like especially cars, I hear that all the time. Why do they put the oil plug so far up? My pap complains about that because he's like, I can't really change my oil in my new truck, which I think is true.
Well, they
But-
also do it on purpose because it's all a money racket. But
Exactly.
We're not gonna get into all that.
Yeah.
Damon, you have something you were gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say to your point.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about my original contents. Is right. You can you can build it this way, but it doesn't actually work that way.
Right.
type
In
thing,
theory,
so.
sure,
yeah.
but if you're the one who's putting the nail in, you
In
can't do it.
practicality, reality, no.
Exactly.
So,
So
but, and then
nice job.
on to Grant's point, thank you everybody for listening. Thanks for those who like, and thanks for those who comment. We do appreciate it. So,
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll just give people random shout outs. So if you want to start, commenting or messaging us, and if you comment or something, I'm just going to give you a random shout out. And I'm going to give 3 people a random shout out right now from work. Zane, who somehow found out about Small Town. Not sure how. It wasn't through me, but then he found the podcast and all this stuff. And then he shared it with 2 people, Isabel and Hannah. So I told them, since they started watching, I'd give them a shout out as well. So to those 3, there's your shout out. Congratulations. All right.
Congrats, you made it.
I hope I made you happy. All right. It's fine.
Oh, we also do.
Now we just have to get into Sydney's work somehow.
I'm so afraid of people finding out.
The townies,
I know.
Townies.
Well, Grant, go ahead, and then I'll.
Well, we also do. From our last episode 14, where Damon talked about getting ordained, we posted a reel on our Instagram, and I'm the one that posted it, and I then made a poll and said, "Do you think Damon?" Or no, I put question: Who would love to see Damon do marriage counseling for a couple? Vote below.
No.
33% said yes. 67% said no.
The 67%
There's only
is
3
correct.
votes. We need more votes, people. So
was
Zane
gonna say
and I'm sorry, I already forgot the other names of Damon's coworkers, but
Isabel
Zane, Isabel, and Hannah. Please go vote, and please vote yes, because I am one of the people that would love to see it, just for the comedic
Is it
aspect.
And to that point, if they're not going
It
to
doesn't
shoot
pop
you,
up.
if they're not going to shout you out, just send me a direct message, to my personal, and I'll shout you out that way. So if they're not deciding to read the stuff, I'll do it for you.
Or
Okay,
they didn't
would
comment
you?
anything.
Would you get marriage counseling done by Damon?
No.
I'm asking Grant.
Look,
I just said for comedic purposes, I would love to see it.
nobody.
For real life. He
No.
doesn't really know anything
For
about
a
real
real,
life.
for an
marriage.
actual. Okay, let me maybe
Nobody.
rephrase this.
Okay, let's.
A mock marriage counseling. Mock.
I'm ending this. I'm ending this debate right here. Nobody should be receiving marriage counseling from me. Nobody.
Maybe
All
a
right,
mock
that's
one, just
nobody.
a mock, a fake one.
Let's just
That's
make
mock.
it
No.
counseling. Period.
And then we tell you at the end that
Nobody
this
should
was
be
fake.
receiving counseling from Damon.
That's a fact.
Period.
No one should be talking to David. No.
You know what Damon should
Damon should
also.
not be in a relationship.
You know
period.
what? Whoa.
Roasted.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry to his
You know what?
girlfriend out there.
You know what? You know what else Damon should not do?
I'm afraid to know.
Dad jokes. Because Damon
gosh.
hates dad jokes.
Actually, I had saved some on my camera roll because I think they were like ones
Okay.
I saved years ago.
They better be good.
Do you have one to share, Damon?
No, I have none to
Oh my
share.
gosh. Okay.
I
I was
do.
hoping that was going to be followed up with.
Hey, I have
one.
dad jokes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Come on. I called my. I don't know why I'm laughing. Sorry. I called up my landlord and said, "Hey, I got a leak in my sink." He said, "Go ahead. I'm not judging."
That was
Take a leak.
dumb. It took a
I
hot
honestly
second.
did not get that.
It took until after the
Yeah,
for me to.
and me too. I was
I
like,
just laughed because
okay.
Sydney laughed.
Damon's laughing.
I'm laughing.
Damon's fed up. Next one.
Delighted to say I finally got a new job installing mirrors. Nothing fancy, but was something I could always see myself doing.
Damon, I saw that smirk. I saw that
my God.
smirk.
That,
He laughed at that one.
that was fractionally close. That's fractionally close. That's maybe the funniest one I heard. I'm still not. Like,
This
whatever.
better be the best one.
All right.
Oh, no,
yeah.
wait, there was one
have
that I
another
about.
Yeah.
There was
You
one that I
lost
had
it, yeah.
water.
It was
and
with
I
the oven. You know, I
yeah, turn
said
the
turn
oven.
180 degrees, and then I was like, I can't open the door. All right.
Oh, I just got that one.
All right. Here. Unfortunately, my obese parrot just died, but it's a huge weight off my shoulders.
That's sad.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Okay. I mean, I do have one more, but it's like more of like if you
Dumb.
understand tech.
dumb
Kind of.
podcasts, dumb jokes. What
I
can we
don't
say?
understand
What
tech.
can we say?
I mean, it's simple tech. It talks. It's
Go ahead.
okay. Fine. I'll
Dumb
talk about it.
people.
It's the last one. My friend was bragging that his new 3D printer can print a gun. Big deal. I have had a Canon printer for years.
That's a good one.
That's
Damon, you can laugh. It's okay.
No, I'm rolling my eyes at that one. Golly.
Sure. Oh gosh. Okay.
Sydney, please pull us out of this.
What do I got?
Give us something good. So for everybody at home,
What a
I
fun
took
fact.
over the song game the last couple weeks.
I'll get us. I'm back on.
I wanted to play
song game.
again, so Sydney again. Thank you for taking back over.
Yeah, you're welcome. Of course, I like talking. So, did I put fun fact on there, or are we not doing?
Let's do a fun fact.
All right,
If you got one.
I've got some. Okay, we did the one about the Jeeps. We did the one about golfing.
Yep.
Did we?
Nope. Nope, we did not.
Some of these are just like, oh, okay, here's one. New York City, like the island, rises and falls 14 inches with the tide. There's no question to it. That's just the fun fact.
I was gonna say truth.
No, it is true. Yeah.
Like true opinion or true or false. True.
The island of it rises and falls.
Like,
so the whole
like Long Island.
Yes, Long Island,
Okay.
city of New York.
That's cool.
Rises and falls 14 inches with the tide. So I thought that
Like,
was kind of fun.
During the span of what? Like
Just
a day?
when the tide comes in, tide goes back out. It just
every day?
Every day, yeah. Daily, it's going
Wow.
up and down,
I wonder if they can feel it. Probably
which is
not.
wild. Probably not,
I
just
just-
because it's
it's
with
probably
the-
so minimal.
it's over like
That's
so many
interesting.
hours.
So my question is, I mean, you may not know this, but is it like, is that
Yeah, but-
normal for islands, or is just like?
I'm assuming
specifically
so.
Just because of the tide.
But also, like you see some islands where like the water just goes in on them
Yeah.
and then comes back out. Like
Mhm.
yeah, and so I'm assuming like it's just built a certain way. There's so much like concrete. It's so like structurally built that just like a bridge or like a floating raft, it just kind of goes up and goes back down.
So does that happen to
So
like?
we're talking like New York
Hawaii?
City, Manhattan area, like Hudson River.
It said
That not.
I
I'm
don't know
confused.
exactly where, but it
I'm
just
just
said
curious.
the fun fact said New York City rises and falls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
Because like Long Island isn't actually part of New York City.
It's
its
way
own little
out.
thing.
Yeah.
But Manhattan is technically like a peninsula type thing,
Mhm.
so it's kind of like a Florida type thing. So I was curious.
Well, there you go.
All right. Anyways,
Fun fact
well,
of the
so
day.
like, does Hawaii do that too? Because that's an island.
I don't think because Hawaii is like so.
Yeah.
Wait, what's up?
They said
They go up and down.
it goes up and down with the waves.
Oh, okay.
Dumb joke.
Oh.
like a little,
Okay, I don't get it.
Maybe it's just like where like New York.
It's
is,
volcanic.
Like,
Oh, okay.
So
sure.
is like.
it's on a
Oh,
volcano.
Located.
it's like it's in the ground. It's more like
Right.
into the tectonic plates, and so
Correct.
it doesn't have anywhere to go. It just stays still.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
the island of New York, quote, is
Is-
more of just built on top of what, Grant?
I have a question.
What's up?
Do people in Hawaii laugh, or is it aloha?
Aloha.
Ha.
I thought
ha,
that segment was over.
It's never
It popped in my
over.
head,
It's never
sorry.
over. That was exciting.
Wait, was that
That popped in my head.
that was you on your own?
Well, I've seen that joke before,
okay.
but
I was
like
gonna
I
say-
recalled
But
it.
He
Like
just
if-
thought of it. Yeah.
Because like if that was you on your own, I would have been impressed. But
Just
the
taking
fact
the
that you've seen it
credit.
before, I was.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I had
Alright.
to. Anyways,
So
Anyways,
the
also
song-
before the song
Go ahead,
game,
go ahead, go
I want to say this because I forgot to say it last episode. If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking, baby. Put them in 4-wheel drive, baby. Let's go. It's croc season.
I also definitely had a kid just do that exact same thing today at school. But do you call them sports mode?
Oh
just
yeah, if I
did.
put it in a sport mode,
Oh yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what he did. He said, "It's recess time, sports mode. Here we
Yeah.
go." And then he like puts them in and
Well,
gear, and then he goes.
Speaking of that,
Puts
like,
them in gear.
so sort of, this isn't really a story, but just
Sorry.
that kind of brought it up. But in preschool, we went outside again, and
walk through another anthill.
no, and before we went outside, I told them like a couple kids were wearing Crocs, so I said before we go outside, make sure your Crocs are in sports mode. And so then they put them in sports mode.
Wait, what do you
So-
think sports mode? What is sports mode?
You put the strap behind your.
Nope,
heel.
that's 4-wheel drive.
That's,
Then what's sports mode?
no,
Sports mode.
I've heard it called both ways. I've heard it called
Yeah.
4-wheel drive, and I've
What's
heard it called
sports
sports
mode?
mode. No,
sports
it's the same
mode is
thing.
the strap up.
No, it's the exact
That's
same
just
thing.
regular.
What?
I've heard it called the exact same thing.
I thought it was the opposite.
No,
No, they're the same thing.
I've heard it
Sports mode
referred to
and 4-wheel drive is
the
the
exact
same.
same thing.
I
Yeah.
swear I've seen a meme
Also.
where the strap up they go sport mode
That's
or
a
whatever.
meme. That's not the truth.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
Grant.
Memes are the truth. Okay, this is where we're getting our facts.
Yeah,
Also.
exactly.
When'd you get your nails done? They look nice. That was random, but I know.
That was very dumb.
Oh yeah, actually that's funny. Apparently Damon's like one of the only. Actually, I don't want to say that, but you have been told by women
Numerous women.
Oh.
that
I
he
noticed-
is
I
one
noticed
male
things.
in their life that actually notices when a girl gets her nails done. So
Well, I'll
Two-wheel
notice when they
drive.
get their nails done.
Oh.
I'll notice when
Put
they
the picture on
get
the
their hair done
thing.
or like dyed or to a different color or something like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
So we
Could get
Anyways,
copyrighted.
can we get this game on the
Dang
road?
it.
Anyways,
We
just a
will-
quick clarification. No, I
my
found the
gosh.
picture. I found the picture. Strap down 4-wheel drive, and then what I've seen is strap up 2-wheel drive. That's where I was confusing it. So, just clarification.
wait, front or
No.
back?
Yeah. So like
Front wheel drive? Back wheel drive.
Okay,
4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive.
Yeah, but 2-wheel is
That's
it?
4-wheel.
4-wheel drive,
aka sport mode.
2-wheel drive.
Yeah,
2-wheel drive, aka walking mode.
Bingo.
but never mind. Let's move on to the song game.
Please,
4-wheel, baby.
Please.
So
Please.
I've changed the.
Please.
Bro.
I've
He's very
changed.
impatient.
He really is. Wait, I messed
How
one
many
up.
times can we
So-
interrupt Sydney before she?
Anybody else want a shot in interrupting me?
No. Let's go.
So I have changed the song game once more to Bible verse or song lyric.
Oh,
And
Janae's
so-
gonna cheat.
I'm cheating with the word.
If you can find these sentences in that Bible that quick, then props to you.
So
we should do sword drills.
Bible
Hold
That
on,
would be
We
is
fun.
this-
should. That would be fun.
What?
That would be fun. Sword drills.
Sword drills.
No idea what that
David
is.
didn't grow up in.
It's when you
Sunday
hold
school.
your Bible up in the
I'm not
air.
joking. I'm actually not joking.
It's when you hold your Bible up in the air, and then let's say Sydney like calls out a verse, and then so when she says go, then
John
you have to
3:16,
find
go.
it. Yeah, then you have to find it in your Bible.
Oh,
The
I would
person who
lose every time.
finds it the fastest wins.
I'd lose every time.
and you have to say it out loud.
Yeah, you got to stand up
Like
and
you
read
have
it.
to stand up and read it.
It's a fun Sunday school
I
game.
Yeah.
don't remember playing that at Sunday school at
I
all.
didn't- never
You
played
didn't
it.
Go to Sunday
So-
school,
Yeah, I did. I remember doing Father Abraham and many sons of Father Abraham. I am one of them, so are two. Left foot, right hand, left hand.
Oh my
That's
god.
all he remembers, folks. He doesn't remember.
Are you?
that.
Is this a cult? I don't know, but it's interesting.
I don't think that's in there. I don't think that's in the song. Damn it.
it's
That's
not.
definitely not part of the song.
It felt like a cult. Them going.
That's the tootie top.
Make
Tootie
that
That has nothing to do with the Bible.
All right. So is
David?
this so? Is it a raise your hand who gets it first? Or is it like we go around the table and then whoever gets the most right wins type
Say
thing?
amen.
I think this should be everybody gets a guess, and whoever accumulates the most points by the end
Okay,
is the winner.
okay,
I
sorry.
only have 6. Okay.
So
Okay.
we
So
say
if there's
Bible
a
verse,
tie,
or-
then we can either move on and have a tiebreaker next week, or I can sit here and try to find another one.
Or you could just make it 5.
Or we can just make it 5.
Or I can
Well,
just go for the sweep.
If everybody gets
Oh, actually, that doesn't make. Yeah, never
yeah,
mind.
because if you and Danessa both get 4 points, then yeah.
Two
Well,
questions.
Go ahead.
So we either say Bible verse or
Yes.
song.
Lyric. You don't have to
Not
know
that hard.
either of them. You just have to take a guess on which one it is.
Perfect. Second, what translation are we using? Because that determines a lot.
Oh.
It
does.
Modern English. Just what there was no translation. It's
Modern.
just not.
So it's
King
probably
James.
NIV then.
Yeah, NIV.
Okay. It's not like the
to-
Message or like the Hawaiian translation.
Go ahead,
What?
Damon. Go ahead, Damon. Say
No.
it.
No, don't ignore him. So it's just like we'll know.
You'll know.
Okay, perfect.
Well, you won't know.
Yeah.
It won't be obvious. Like thou shalt. Like it's not gonna be any of
That's
that.
exactly what I was wondering.
Not the modern.
No.
Oh my god.
All right, moving on, everybody. Sorry, that was a little bit of a callback to before the episode. All right, here we go. First one
I'm
is.
just gonna leave that there for a reminder.
These are all in English, everybody. So the first sentence is, "Your voice thunders through the heavens, breaking through this desert." Is that a song lyric or a Bible verse? Also, Damon,
Dang.
do you want to keep track?
This is hard.
I can keep track
Of
who gets
everyone's
points.
name, yeah.
So how are we doing this?
So you're like, we'll just start with you, or we can start with whoever wants to guess first, and everyone takes a guess.
Repeat it.
It says, I also messed it up the first time. Your voice, your voice thunders from the heavens, breaking through this desert.
We're gonna say song.
Okay, Danessa says song.
Bible verse.
Damon says Bible verse.
Dang it. Can you say it one more time?
Your voice thunders from the heavens, breaking through this desert.
Song.
Janae says song.
Can you say it one more? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
gonna read
I'm gonna
it
say
backwards.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna say Bible verse.
Bible verse. So we've got 2 and 2. The answer is song.
Yeah.
So
good
the
job.
girls both get a
Is
point.
it girls versus boys? Good.
What song is it?
that Zach
It's
Williams?
called. Some of these I don't have the actual song. I just know that it is a song. That's The War by Leland. So they're actually a Christian band, I believe. So
Mhm.
I try to stay away from Christian songs because some of them are direct quotes from the Bible. All right, cool. Next one. The next one says, I called for my lovers, but they deceived me.
If this
Who's
is
up-
a Bible verse,
who's
it's
up
definitely
first?
in Song of Solomon.
Oh, okay.
Question.
Let her talk.
But
first.
no, her saying that reminded me. We should do if you guess Bible verse, you can go for 2 points and guess the book it's in.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
So
fair.
Okay.
was I right?
So no, I'm just saying, like, if you want to guess, Bible verse, then you can guess the book and
Okay.
see if you're right.
All
Yeah.
right. Say it one more time.
Yeah, you can say it one more time.
It says, I called for my lovers and they deceived me, but they deceived me.
But they deceived me.
But they deceived me.
I'm gonna say song.
I'm gonna go Bible.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Um,
You're going to guess a book.
give me a second on the book.
Okay, fair. Janae?
So I'm actually gonna go with song.
So we've got the girls go with song.
I'm gonna say Bible verse again because it sounds
Bible
like a
verse.
Bible verse.
Do you have a guess on a book?
Nope.
I have a reason.
Damon, guess on a book?
This could be way off.
Okay.
I'm going to go.
Wait, half 52. Ew, I don't like that.
So much quiet.
Exodus.
Okay.
Or could it be Genesis or Deuteronomy? I
Oh
feel
my gosh. Or could it be Psalm? Or
I think it's
I
in
feel
the
it-
Torah somewhere.
I feel like this is what Jonathan says after his brothers deceive him and put
I
him in
don't
the
know.
pit. I'm pretty sure that's
I'm not going to go
that,
that
or
far
it's
into
Psalms and
these.
it's something David would say because I could easily see that.
Oh.
So
okay.
it is a Bible verse,
That makes sense.
but you didn't even say it. It's from Lamentations.
Mm. Yeah, you
Oh,
missed
lamenting,
that
I could see that too.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Lamenting.
Cool.
Yeah.
So guys,
Wow.
so everyone's tied with 1 point now.
Yes.
Fun.
Wait, just because curiosity, do you know exactly where it is from there?
It said Lamentations 1:19.
Okay. I want to who deceived who.
So if we give you the exact book,
You win
chapter
the game. We're
and verse,
done.
it's over.
We're done. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
You
fair
get a-
enough.
You get a point for getting that it's a Bible verse. You get a point for getting which book, which chapter, and then which verse. So, and if you get all of them at the same time, then we're just gonna cancel the game.
I'm
and
just gonna
move
start
on to
saying
the
random chapters and verses.
Oh my gosh.
Unless I know.
Unless you know, yeah. Okay. Okay. Next one says, "I thank my God every time I think of you." Yeah, anybody can start. It doesn't have to be
What-
Vanessa.
Song.
Okay.
There you go.
Song.
Yeah, song.
Song.
It is not a song.
What?
It's a Bible verse.
Wait, where?
That's a Bible verse from Philippians 1:3. You can even look it
I
up
need
if you want
context.
it.
Wait, actually,
Why
Look
said
it up and
that.
read the verse.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking Blake Shelton. God gave me you right there. As soon as I heard that.
Yeah.
Some of these are kind of tricky.
I was
so
just thinking.
yeah,
It does kind of
I'm
sound.
in Colossians.
country.
That's not- Where am I going?
What is it?
Philippians.
Philippians 1,
You were just there.
3, right?
Just
Where's Philippians?
Philippians, Colossians.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Galatians.
You're in Corinthians.
Yep. Galatians, Ephesians,
there, right there.
Philippians,
Oh, here we are.
Colossians.
Wait, what is it?
Philippians 1:3.
Okay.
What's this one?
It literally says, I thank my God every time I remember you.
Okay.
What's the context?
Yeah.
Read on.
What's the?
Oh,
Oh.
he's talking. He's addressing Philippi.
Yeah, that's exactly who he's
Oh.
We should have
God, to
known
all
that.
God's holy people in Christ Jesus as Philippi. Yeah.
Oh, well, that
Grace
Chapter-
and peace to you.
Philippians chapter
Philippians
1.
1,
It's
yeah.
the introduction.
He's just saying, "Hey, I miss you. I
It's
thank
his
God every time I
introduction.
think of you."
Yeah, that's the first thing he says in his introduction to
Hey,
his
guys.
letter to the prayer and
I should have known you would
Thanksgiving.
throw some Paul in there. Should have known.
I love Paul. He's my
Anyway.
favorite.
And that's why I should have known.
Wait,
How'd
what
you know
did yours
that?
say?
said that
I thank
before.
my God every time I think of you.
Okay, okay.
Yours said remember you. So
Yeah,
Oh.
no. I
Well, we know what version it might not be.
We know you
so.
got. We know you got a little song in you though.
Moving on. Don't we all? Damon, don't we all?
Amen.
Okay, what did I just say? I think okay. The next one says, I remember it all. Oh, how I remember the feeling of hitting the bottom.
Wait, repeat.
I remember it all. Oh, how I remember the feeling of hitting the bottom.
I feel like it's a song because it said oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say song.
Yeah.
I feel like I've never read in the Bible.
I'll just follow along with that theory. It's song.
Oh, maybe I have.
It's a Bible verse.
The
Isn't it?
answer is Bible verse.
Gosh.
In Lamentations 3.
Lamentations. What in the world?
Lamentations has some good lyrical verses, I have to say.
Who wrote it?
Lamentations?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who
Does
wrote
it say in your
Lamentations?
Bible? You literally have it.
Here we go. If anybody out there
Why?
knows, drop it in the comments before we get to it.
Genesis.
Why do I feel like
Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy,
Joshua, Judges,
Judges,
Ruth,
Ruth, First and Second Samuel, First and Second Kings,
First and Second Chronicles, Isaiah,
Yeah, that's what I was
Jeremiah,
thinking.
Lamentations. Got it. It's after Isaiah.
Oh, right here it is.
Jeremiah?
No, that's what I meant.
That's Jeremiah.
Well, it's after Isaiah.
But Jeremiah wrote.
Oh.
Lamentations.
Well, why didn't you tell us that before we looked at?
Yeah.
Oh, because
Damn it.
Because I needed 5 seconds to Google it.
Wow. So a lot of these things Damon is saying, he doesn't actually know.
What?
He's just been looking
shooting
them
from
up.
the hip. He's just out here shooting from the hip, dude.
Because when you were trying to explain her fun fact about like, oh, so this island is between blah blah and blah blah, you were looking it up. That was not just your common knowledge.
Oh,
No,
you
he
were talking
was-
about New York City? No, I actually know
Am I correct?
geography.
But I saw you look it up on a map.
I have
But I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. I said Long Island. She said yes. And I was like, wait. Long
Let's be
Island's not
honest.
part of New York City.
Damon cheats with his phone every episode.
I don't.
You used to a lot with the song game. Like that time we said praise and you had praise in your search bar on your Apple Music. We're like, oh, I wasn't looking it up. I was just
Shout
looking for
out.
songs names.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
well.
Okay, so yeah,
It's
Jeremiah
all on
wrote
one still.
Lamentations. Yeah, everyone's still tied with one. Hopefully these last two, somebody can get a point.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to say something different from now on.
2 options.
Okay.
We should be forced to write our answers down.
What do you
These
mean?
next two.
Oh, like
Oh, yeah.
hide
Oh,
them?
then we can't.
And then
Yeah.
nobody
I
can.
don't have a
Yeah, we don't all have
writing
pens.
We'll
utensils.
pass the pen around.
Pass the pen.
There's a pen.
I just lost where I was
Okay, but
I don't
I
want to
will
get
s-
germs.
I will say that like I'm not influenced by you guys' votes. That's not why I vote like that.
How about everyone says it at the exact same time?
Okay, that's better.
There you
That's
go.
better.
Yeah.
And then
Dumb Damon's
Damon's dumb ideas. We're
Yeah.
talking a new segment.
You know what I think's funny?
What?
Is how Damon doesn't. Oh wait, he doesn't. He likes teachers, but he would never marry a teacher, and he uses teachers to do
I
list
didn't
papers.
say that. I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
That was awful.
That's fake
You
news.
almost said it.
Not
Hey,
even
that was
close.
alright.
Can we
Anyways,
go? Can we
next
go?
one.
All right.
Is this 5?
Yes, this is number 5.
Okay.
So, number 5 says, did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted.
5,
Oh goodness.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bible verse.
Song.
So, wait.
I said Bible
I heard
verse.
Bible verse.
Yeah.
I said Bible verse. Everybody
said
else said
verse.
song.
No, I said about.
So we
Oh.
had Bible verse.
Song,
and we had
song.
song. The answer is song.
Because I literally know that lyric.
Do you?
It's from a country song.
It's from a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
I
What's the
don't know-
song called?
I don't know what the song is from.
What was the
Wait,
lyric
say it
again?
again, say it
yeah, what was the
again.
lyric?
Do you, did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted.
Did you have to do this?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know the
yes.
song.
Yes.
Is
I
it
know
an old one?
It's not
Can
old.
I
It's
look
an
it
OG.
up?
It's
I'm
an
not
OG.
cheating.
No,
I'm
you can look
looking
it
it up.
up.
I'm not Damon.
I mean, you don't know the next
She
one.
said,
so-
"I think
then
it's
you
a
already got the
country
point.
song."
What is it again?
Did you have to do this? Question mark. I was thinking that you could be trusted.
Bad Blood.
Period.
Bad
Oh,
Blood.
But it's not
Bad
an old
Blood,
song.
A country song.
That is not
No.
a country song.
Because now we
Vanessa?
got
Okay,
bad
I'm
blood.
sorry.
Hey.
But it was yeah.
Yeah.
I knew
Come on.
what never mind.
No. Good job.
I knew
Vanessa.
it.
You got the point.
Anyway.
Good to know.
So-
So, here we go for the win.
Should we do this last one is between you two? Like they don't get to play?
Sure.
Sure. Well, we can play, but we don't get
We don't
points.
count.
Well, even if you do get a,
No, like we won't get a point no matter what. They're the ones that.
But they could get 2 points if it's a Bible verse and it's a
Oh.
thing. But if it's not a Bible
Fair.
verse, then there's SOL.
oh yeah, I didn't even give you guys a chance to guess if it was a Bible verse last time. Anyways,
Whatever.
Nobody was getting lamination.
all right, last one. We've been to hell and back. We've nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Rivers of tears pour from our eyes. Again, I can hear the white noise in my headphones. The static is so loud.
Start it.
5.
4.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
What?
Give me a thumbs up.
Say it
whenever
one more
you're
time.
ready.
Say it one more time.
Okay. We've been to hell and back. We've nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Rivers of tears pour from our eyes.
I don't know.
You got a 1 and 2.
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Just pick one. You have 2. You have 50-50 chance.
All right, ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bible
Song.
verse.
We got song and we got Bible verse.
Yeah.
Who has?
So we have song.
All
You
three
guys
of
all
us.
said
I have
song.
song.
Okay. Do we have a guess on what?
Nope.
You're not even gonna try?
Nope.
There's no
'Cause
way.
I didn't.
Is he right?
You know,
this
honestly,
version of the Bible's throwing me off.
I was like, song. And then I was like, and then I started thinking, I was like, well, how many other ones did we think it was a song, but then it was actually a Bible verse? So then I was like, I'm just going to say Bible verse.
Can you just? Is that a Bible verse?
It is a Bible verse.
It feels.
You
Take your choice.
It doesn't matter. I got it right.
I'll take We've been to hell and back.
We've been to hell and back. We've
Oh, you
nowhere to
said Bible
go,
verse?
nowhere to
No, he's going to try and guess the book,
go.
though.
Rivers of tears pour from
Oh.
our eyes.
Well, you can't do that.
No,
Rivers
but
of-
the Bible doesn't say
Rivers of tears pour from our eyes.
a lot though.
No.
It doesn't say it.
It doesn't say the word hell, no.
Give me.
Well, it has to if it's a Bible verse.
Well, yes, true,
but
but
not a lot.
also,
Yeah.
yeah. Also the Old Testament.
Yeah, and yeah.
So, wait, okay.
Revelations.
You guys can all take a guess on what book.
I'll say Psalm.
Is he right?
Revelations.
No, he
I'm
just
not gonna
guessed. We're all going to get a guess.
Everyone gets a guess. So now we have 2, 1, 2, and 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah,
I thought I wasn't-
Burns wasn't.
Yeah, I thought
I
mine
know.
wasn't counting.
But now, yeah, but okay. Okay, true. But now that you got that right, and now everyone can guess the book.
Revelations.
Psalm.
Bro, I don't know.
There's so many books, though.
I know there's 52.
There's
know.
more than 52.
Oh, sorry. I meant
There's 66.
66. Why did I say 52?
I
David's
don't
face.
know.
66.
She's giving the ministry today.
No,
No,
sorry.
Janae, there's 52 states, not 52 Bible,
Good one.
Bible books.
I know it's not true, Damon. Thanks for looking at me like that.
Hey, come on. We need to guess.
Except guess what, Damon? Puerto
What?
Rico and
No. They do. No.
they're not. They're not. You're right.
Can you
they're
say
not.
it one more
but
time? Sorry.
Okay, ready? Last time. We've
Providences.
been to hell and back. We've nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Rivers of tears pour from our eyes.
I honestly have no clue.
I don't know either.
Guess.
There's a lot of things to guess.
I guess Psalm, and guess what? I'm probably wrong, but who cares?
You-
I guessed.
You could be right.
I just guessed.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, look at that.
Who's closest?
64 hours.
Ooh. He's closest.
He's closest. So that gives you an idea.
Bet. I'm gonna say
X. No.
Job.
Oh, that's a great guess.
That is a
That's
good
really
guess.
good guess. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Lamentations since everything else has been from there.
It's a good guess.
The answer is Lamentations.
Oh my.
I don't know where it is. It just said Lamentations, but
And now we got a
Wow.
full
there
way
you
down
go.
at 2 points
Now
apiece.
everybody is tied, so the cup is going still to me. So good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's impressive. That was impressive.
I honestly,
kinda-
to be honest, I've not read Lamentations that
I have not either
thoroughly or even
at all.
at all. So
It's a very
I
sad
wouldn't
book.
have- yeah.
I know that
I
well,
would not
it's
have
you
known
know
that.
you're
It's lamenting.
lamenting. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what it is. You're giving yourself.
Oh, sorry. I was really curious, and just really curious. So it was out of the message version
Okay.
because, yeah, and it says we've been to hell and back. We've now nowhere to turn, nowhere to go. Rivers of tears pour from my eyes at those. Okay, maybe it wasn't.
No, that's it.
Yeah, okay. But it's Lamentations 3:40 through 57 is what it was.
Oh wow, so it's right after the other one that I gave. I remember
guess
it all.
so. Yeah, because
Is there anything
usually,
at the bottom?
okay, so like NIV says like, maybe that's not NIV, but like a different version says when life is heavy and hard to take. So it's like
Okay.
they
That makes
didn't put,
sense.
yeah. So it makes sense because I was like, I don't
Pretty
hear,
modern.
yeah, like I don't, yeah, exactly. You don't hear that word often in the Bible.
Mm-mm.
You know it's a real thing and you know it like talks about it, but you
Right.
don't.
And
not
the-
spoken. a
The
lot.
writer of the Message translation was being very dramatic and trying to get the point
Yeah.
across of like we've
Yeah.
gone everywhere or we've gone to the worst and we've come back.
That's why I thought of Job.
Yeah, I mean, so none of the ones that I saw were from Job, but Job has a lot
Mm.
of like just
Deep,
deep
dark.
poetic
Yeah.
words said.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
cool. Well, that brings us to
Yeah.
a great point
Yeah.
to switch.
Sorry, Damon's looking up the Gen Z Bible over here.
We should.
I should use the
Gen Z Bible next time.
Please no, because that is
Genesis,
just.
Genesis 1:3. Okay, and this is it. It says, "And God said, let there be light, and there was light." That's the regular thing.
Yeah.
The Gen Z translation,
Translation.
I can't even say it. Translation says, "And God was like, it's lit, fam," and it was lit, fam. Fire emojis.
Oh my word. That should, you know what thinks is even funnier is Damon's the one reading it. Mr. King James Version.
Suppeth.
Damon doesn't think that Grant's jokes are funny, and then he reads the Gen Z Bible, and that's the funniest thing in the world. There's a fire emoji that's hilarious.
It's power.
Anyway.
Power. Like the Holy Spirit.
No. Power
Oh.
between males.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Alpha.
Alpha.
Oh, hi, I'm Damon.
Omega.
I'm a Sigma. My name's Damon.
Hot take. I hate
You know what's
I
up.
remember.
fraternities.
You know what's up.
I can read you.
It's true, actually, though.
Yes, I know.
You were in a
Well,
fraternity?
Anyways.
talking about
Sigma. Anyways.
We'll get there later.
Talking about the alphas, the omegas, and all that stuff. That's what God is. Jane's gonna take it over now.
well, that was an okay transition right there. Because we're actually going to talk about how toxic our culture is.
Wow.
So-
That's a good transition.
Here we go.
Buckle up.
Well, okay, today I found this like little, I don't know, it's not the Bible, it's not a Bible verse, but it's a quote, I guess that's what it is. It says the do what makes you happy culture is so toxic for Christians. We're not called to do what makes us happy. We're called to do what glorifies God. Christianity isn't always sunshine and happiness. It's hard and dedication to Him, not us. Do what glorifies God. And I don't know, that like really hit me because so this past Sunday, the church I go to, the pastor really like was hitting on that point of us just being here. Like that's the purpose, is our purpose is to be on this for His mission, for like His kingdom. And like we are the hands and feet of Jesus, like on this earth. And until our time's up, like that's what our main mission goal should be in a way. And not in a way, that should be it. But something that the pastor that the church I go to pointed back to was a parable, and it's in I'm gonna flip to it really quick. It's in Luke, and sorry, I'm actually changing this all up on the spot. I had something else, but we're gonna change it up, and we're actually gonna go with this. It's Luke chapter 14, I believe. Sorry guys, it's a little awkward pause. Come on. Okay, it's the parable of the great banquet. Have you guys all heard this before?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, you gave me a weird look. That's why I was like, have you heard it?
No, I'm just interested to see where this is going. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, the parable of the great banquet, it's in Luke 14, 15 through 24. And it says, when one of those at the table with him heard this, he said to Jesus, "Blessed is the one who will eat at the feast in the kingdom of God." Jesus replied, "A certain man was preparing a great banquet and invited many guests. At the time of the banquet, he sent his servant to tell those who had been invited, 'Come, for everything is now ready.' But they, all alike, began to make excuses. The first said, 'I have just bought a field, and I must go and see it. Please excuse me.' And then another said, 'I have just bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I'm on my way to try them out. Please excuse me.' And then still another one said, 'I just got married, so I can't come.' The servant came back and reported to his master. Then the owner of the house became angry and ordered his servant, 'Go out quickly into the streets and alleys of the town and bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame.' 'Sir,' the servant said, 'what you have ordered has been done, but there is still room.' Then the master told his servants, 'Go out to the roads and country lanes and compel them to come in, so that my house will be full. I tell you, not one of those who were invited will get a taste of my banquet.'" And so that was, like I said, Luke 14, verses 14 through chapter 14, verses 15 through 24. And how the pastor really pulled it back in to that, basically, is he told us that is the invitation that God gives us. Like, if we decide to, if we're living in this life and we're like trying to just like fill our lives with things rather than being, I lied, not filled, full. If we're trying to make our lives full of things instead of being filled, is how he put it, then like, is that really the purpose on like why we're here? Is that like for an eternal perspective? And so what I mean by being full is being busy, being full, being like, I need to have the best job because I need to make the most money. I need to make it up on this ladder because that's going to be that's going to fool my life in a way, like that's going to make my satisfaction. And so he switched it and he said, instead of us having a perspective of having a full life, we should have a filled life. So being filled with him and his purpose. And it was really, really cool, and it like really, really like hit home. But ways, I guess, application on like how we can do that is literally just praying like, Lord, like empty us. So another reason why he went into that is because he, back in 2 Kings chapter 4, I believe, 2 Kings chapter 4, it talks about the woman who with the empty jars. I don't know if you guys ever have heard that story or not. Yes, no, okay. Some of us. So if not, 2 Kings, I believe it's chapter 4. Can you actually check on that? Because I don't want to give like big, yeah, exactly, especially about the Bible. But I believe it's 2 Kings verse 4, and it literally is talking about how the woman and had to go out and like knock to the neighbors and ask for empty jars, and then like the little oil she had, that she would go and she, with all the empty jars lined up across her kitchen, her room, with the tiny bit of oil she had left, she was dropping it and automatically it would fill up. And correct?
Yes, and this actually touches on what Cindy talked about last week, believe it or
Was
not.
it Damon or what Grant talked about last week?
Oh,
But
What Grant talked about last week.
perfect.
I'm
Love
a
it.
guy. Come on, Damon.
I love it.
I added
Anyways,
a little bit at the end.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's okay.
great.
get back on track
No,
here.
yeah, that's like, so he took it to the perspective of like, who is filling the jar, and you know, what is filling the jar? Is there something in that jar that may need to be emptied? And if so, let's flip the jar over, empty it, and then when we flip it back over up correct way, like so up, who is filling it? And that's when we can ask God to fill our jar back up.
That's a good illustration.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me something out of James 1, which I pulled up here. James 1:22. But don't just listen to God's word. You must do what it says. Otherwise, you're only fooling yourself. Right? So if we're not doing what the word of God says, we're really only being fools to ourselves. And kind of how you started, a song that I heard recently, More Like Jesus by One Voice Music.
Yeah.
I think they're out of Seattle. It starts with, I've been told to live my own truth, do whatever makes me feel good, get rid of boundaries, rules are stifling, chase good feelings, because soon we'll be gone. And then it goes on to say, but I found myself more lost than ever, enslaved and bound to my desires. that's not freedom. So I thought that just came kind of right along with what you were saying that.
Yeah, and so actually that song's been like on repeat, so I love that. But that brings it back to like what the quote I started with. It's like the do what makes you happy culture is like, it's very toxic for us as Christians, and it is because we are human. It is so easy for us in our flesh to be just like want those desires. Like obviously we want a blessed life, and like that's like scriptural, but at the same time, like I feel like for me it was to a point where I like that's all I wanted and desired, and then it took my desire away from the Lord in a little bit. And so just making him, instead of having my drawer full of like my wants and desires, making it just a want and desire more of him, because we know and trust that he has a blessed life for us. So yeah.
That's really good. I think something, I don't know if you had like
Thank you.
said this, not that I like tuned out, but I started thinking whenever you were talking, but like a way to make sure that you're doing this, like of course you can't say like, oh, okay, I have a really busy life scheduled. I can't just like drop things. I can't just stop. Something simple you can do is just start your day with him and make sure you're putting your time in your day, devoting it to him at the very beginning, so that whatever you are doing, whatever your day is filled with, it is all for him, and that your life is reflecting it. Of course, if you have like bad things planned, you shouldn't be doing that. But he wants you to have a blessed life. He wants you to have a good time and a fun, enjoyable life. And so as long as you're just devoting what you are doing to him, then I think that you're doing it for the right intentions, with the right intentions.
Yeah, like it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. You know what else I love?
Want some more of it? I thought you were going Billy Ray Cyrus on us.
The red small town long sleeve with the blue hat, the little red, white, and blue.
Hey, look.
Get it.
Red, white, and blue.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Red,
He said,
white, and blue for Memorial Day.
Yee, brother.
Get it for Memorial Day. Memorial Day's coming up. Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way,
Oh.
special announcement. You want to do the announcement or you want me to? It's not that hard of a question.
I'm going to hit the button after the announcement is made, so let there be a pause.
I'll do it. You add to it. Can I go for it?
Say it at the same time.
Actually, that's a good idea. Wait, actually not, because we might not say the same thing.
That's the fun part. say it with
Special
you.
announcement is our first pop-up shop. Will be coming and is happening on June 1st. Dave can give the details.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Grant. Yeah, so June 1st, we're excited, ready. I think most of us, if not all of us, will be out there.
Wait a minute. Is it going to be in Virginia Beach?
Not gonna, or am I not there that weekend? David! I'm not there that weekend.
I won't be either.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm not there that weekend.
I won't be either.
I'll be there.
Hold it down, girls.
The girls will be there.
All the more reason to
I
come
mean-
out and see the girls.
You can talk bad about Grant and I behind our back because we're not there.
Look, we
But,
can FaceTime in, but anyways.
Sure.
Foundry Festival, Boiling Spring, Pennsylvania. So Foundry Festival, Boiling Spring, Pennsylvania. I believe 9 to 4 off the top of my head. Don't quote me on that. Go look up the details yourself. Don't be lazy. Go look it up yourself. But no, come see the girls. We are in Virginia because
That's my bachelor's trip.
Because June 2nd's the wedding.
Yeah.
that I'm officiating. So it makes
That's
sense.
why I
but
said, is it in Virginia Beach?
no.
Is it a Sunday?
But yeah.
It's a Saturday then.
It's a
Yeah, it's a
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday, June 1st, the 1st of June.
That's also
that's
when a
what
lot of
June first is.
graduations are.
Yeah, but hey, we're still
yeah.
there.
Come on
it's
out
It's
after.
a hoppin' festival. Yeah, and I'm just saying, we love the people at Foundry Festival because they knew about us and they're like, we want you guys. So
That's
Yay.
cool.
yeah.
Well, sorry,
there.
some of us won't be there. Blame
Yeah.
me. It's my fault. I planned my bachelor's trip that weekend, so blame me.
Grant's getting married and he just had to go on this trip.
Freaking dumb
The fact
Grant.
that you had to plan your own. Sorry, guys. Come on.
What?
Did you? Okay, never mind.
I picked when I wanted to go.
We
Cool.
almost went that weekend,
I did.
but we didn't want to go the same weekend as the guys.
Yeah. Pick your own weekend.
Okay.
Anyways.
Damon is right. Here you go.
I was right. Go figure. 9 to 4.
Go figure.
9 to 4. Blah 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 blah.
Is there going to be like homemade donuts that I'm going to miss?
Blah 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 blah
Probably.
blah. Free admission and free parking.
Oh, that's, that's a big
shuttles-
plus.
Shuttles will be available from Boiling Spring High School. I'm trying to see.
Good old Boiling
Okay,
Spring High
so
School.
there's food vendors to be announced, craft vendors to be announced. commercial vendors to be announced. So, okay, so
This is us announcing it right now.
this is just announcing nothing, but that we're going to.
We are one of the vendors.
We are not going to be there. Small Town will be there
We
with
as a
some
company.
people from the podcast.
Yeah.
Not the 2 guys.
Yeah.
So talk bad about us. It's fine. Tell us how much we should be kicked off the podcast. It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe
fine.
if you listen to the podcast and you show up, maybe we'll put you on the Instagram.
Yeah, and that, or maybe if we're not like super duper busy, or you just come back at a perfect timing, we'll even make a little clip of you guys with us.
Yeah.
and we can like insert it in
That'd be so
during
fun.
podcast. So
Tell us what you like about
With
it.
that-
Yeah. And you can say, Grant, I hope you're getting sunburned.
because we will be.
Crispy.
Cut.
With
We're
that,
done. Go ahead.
thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week. Peace out.
Bye.